Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys another episode of Building Devaron. Of course, if you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a video whenever I upload. But without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So this week I've gotten some pretty decent progress done. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done just because I ran out of parts, but those are ordered, so they should be coming in within the next week so I can get some more progress done up at the top of there. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I did get done. I'm going to go ahead and start up here at the top. As you can see, I did get a different landing craft here. And I just think it fits a little bit better because it's not as big as the Imperial landing craft, which is up on my shelf right there, but you can't see it. I thought that was a little bit too big, kind of sticking up too much, so I got that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it there, but I do think it looks better than the Imperial landing craft that I had there earlier. But underneath that, I do have the finished landing pad, almost finished at least. If I do end up doing it, I want to add like little red lights like I did have on my Seleucamai mock. And if I'm really feeling it, have some lighting down here on this blue area. I think that would look really cool. But I may do that, I may not. Just depends on how it goes on in the future. But as far as the design goes, this is completed. I kind of made these to look like the Imperial logo, kind of. I kind of just took the idea from the Endor landing pad. I was looking up some landing pads for some ideas, and this is what came up for the Endor one. So I think I mentioned that in the last episode, but I did change it a little bit. I took out the yellow from the last episode just because it kind of stood out too much. But this wasn't intentional at all, by the way, but I think it's really cool how this lines up perfectly with the middle of that window. So that just looks really good in my opinion. And also, as you can probably tell, I finished up this rock work up here. And that looks really good. It's not 100% complete because I ran out of cheese slopes. And obviously along the edge, I'm going to be like blending it in with the landing pad a little bit more. But that's not till the end, once I don't have to remove the landing pad as much as I do now. So I'll have some like overhangs like that to make it blend in a little bit better. But this is basically the completed design. I really like how I kind of made it uneven. Now I have this big piece of rock sticking up right here. Just kind of varies the terrain a little bit. And I have a little dip down right here where it's going up into the terrain. Has some more rock work. And this leads into my terrain detailing that I've done here, and that goes all the way around and over to this side. And as I said, on this side, that's going to look a lot better once it overhangs onto the landing pad, once I don't have to access underneath the landing pad as much as I do now. But I also made these roots coming out of the ground here. This one is like a big one, obviously, like down here, like I've had those. And this one I decided to put some rock work, kind of coming out of some rock work. I saw that in a comment like quite a few episodes ago, but I decided to finally implement it now. I have some more little rock work right there. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that ended up looking. I like how it's a little bit like taller than any of the other ones, so it kind of really stands out up there. I also decided to build this little one, and this one will end up looking a little bit better. I ran out of some key pieces I need, like some cheese slopes and some headlight bricks for some whatever you want to call them, slopes on the side like I do here. So if I do some modifying, that'll look better. I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep that, but I kind of like having a little bit of varying sizes and stuff. So if I do end up keeping that and liking it once I finish it, I'll probably add some more down here and up here as well, just kind of fill up the terrain a little bit more. Now I've gone ahead and moved around to the back side of the mock, and I have completed all of the greebling around the side, just like I did on the bottom of the terrain below the mountain. I think it looks really good. It's really nice. And I've decided to keep this part gray, just because that's where the elevator shaft is. So if I had it terrain, then if you could look down the elevator, you would see the terrain on the side, and it kind of makes sense anyways. Not to have terrain like on the elevator, you know. So that's that. As far as this goes up here, I am waiting. I don't really have many filler bricks, so I did get some more like cheap filler bricks to fill in this area and finish off the brown plates. And as far as like the outpost thing I was gonna have up here, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. I originally wanted to have kind of like a bigger outpost up here, but just because I'm really low on parts, I don't really have many gray bricks at all remaining, just because I used them all down here, or at least key parts like bricks and all that stuff. So not sure how big I'm going to be able to make it without spending a lot of money, so I think I might just downsize a little bit, just because obviously I need to make something because of this elevator up here. And I was going to make this the command post, kind of like control area, and have this as like a stormtrooper hangout room type thing. But I might end up just making this the command room and having this as just kind of like a way to get up to the top level and just have a little hut thing here with like a little satellite and like a way to get up here from the elevator. I think that might be a little bit better idea, just because this mock has been taking way too long anyways. If I decide to build a massive outpost, that'll obviously take much longer, and just because I don't want to spend much more money buying gray bricks, I'd rather just finish this off, because you know, terrain detailing is a lot easier and cheaper than buying bricks for, you know, a base and all that stuff. So, and I also I ordered some more mountain pieces as well, just to finish that off, because I ran out of a couple of like 1x2 slopes. So got some more of those, so that'll be finished off for the next week. And I also got the parts to finish off all of this, or maybe like most of it, maybe to like up to here. And this I'll have to, because I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet, figure out later on. But I think just having a small elevator entrance area is kind of the way to go. But I'd appreciate it if you guys leave me some feedback down in the comments. Also, now that we're over here, here's just a little bit better look at the rock work from the other side. Really happy with how that came out. Like, I really like how I did the route with the rocks as well. Kind of changes it up a little bit. But down here on the bottom, I also did some vegetation work, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but I've added some more these 3-leaf fleeces and grass, and I kind of mixed in some vine type things. But here it is from the other side, and see, I moved a lot more 3-leaf pieces. I've kind of added some of these vines kind of hanging down, which I really like. Not too sure how I feel about this stuff along the river, but I'm not too sure. I kind of just want to experiment, try to see how I could fill up this space a little bit better. Not too sure if I like having more vegetation or not. I did try and look at some Devaron pictures to see what type of vegetation, but I couldn't really find anything that showed, you know, what it looked like on the ground below the roots. So I think what my plan is just add some smaller roots and maybe a little bit of vegetation. I don't want to add too much vegetation and make it look too green, just because it's not a super duper green planet, but I want to add something, at least something down here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the vegetation. I don't think I'm going to be having much around the river, just because I kind of think it looks out of place. But, you know, maybe if I add some more, it might look a little bit better. But I think what I'll do is just have some little clumps around the roots, maybe a little group up there in the middle. But I think that's about it as far as the vegetation goes. But, yeah, guys, I'm really happy with how this mock is turning out. I really think it looks good once you, like, take a step back and get it in the full view. Really happy with how the mounting came out, and once I get everything completed and all the lights turned on and all that stuff, I think it'll look really nice once I set up the battlefield and all that stuff, and all in the ships and stuff like that. But yeah, there's still a lot to do, and so hopefully next week I'll be able to finish up that top part, or at least for the most part. But yeah, that's about the end of this video, guys. So if you did go on to enjoy it, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe down below. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!